Hello, my friends. We're starting off with the intention of doing a reading for a masculine who believes that they are in a soul connection. Masculine in this case referring not to gender, but to someone who has developed the masculine aspects of themselves more than the feminine aspects of themselves. And that may basically, since this is mostly social programming, you're probably not very in touch with your feelings, and you are overly analytical perhaps, and I'm getting that drive. What is that? The approach to success. Hustle culture. That's what I'm getting. Hustle culture. But I haven't read the cards yet. Could be that the cards will have a very different opinion about this. Let's see what they have to say. So, 54. Amethyst. Masculine, 6th chakra. Purple, earth. I am amethyst. I am the healer stone. I energize stones, crystals, and people by attracting positive forces while repelling and removing negative energies. I am here to tell you to take charge of your own thoughts, follow visions, be who you are, walk your talk. I am the stone of the higher self, new spiritual awakenings, the unlimited power of knowledge through inner journeys and intuitive perceptions. You need to see beyond and look for the best, not the most practical. I am grounding and stabilization that soothes emotions. I am purification. Okay? If you are the masculine I was thinking of, then you are probably lacking in everything I just described, which may be why it's shown up. Okay, now we have the turtle. The turtle, come back. This, of course, is representing water. I think, it says turtle, not tortoise. And of course, water is representative of the emotions, which, as I just said, is something you may not be too comfortable with. All right, but then again, here we go. Turtle, ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. Now, that's a wonderful quality to have. It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water. Earth and water simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers, as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true tale. When in balance, peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When out of balance, slows down to a halt. To bring into balance an adventure. Okay, this is something to consider. You may be, as I said, a masculine, and when a masculine is out of balance, there's a strong tendency towards sluggishness, which of course a turtle has a lot of issues with if the temperature drops. So it may not take much for you to become sluggish, is what I'm trying to say. And that would be a sign of imbalance. You need movement to stay healthy and happy. You are definitely someone who benefits from movement. Okay, that's who you are. What is your message? What does the universe, the divine, however you care to name it, label it, what message does it want to give you today? A change in the wind. That's interesting. It is number 12. If you add them together, you get 3. So if either one of those has meaning for you. Of course, the interesting thing is if you add 1 and 2 to get 3, that's the Empress. And perhaps those are qualities you need to look at. All right, a change in the wind, essential meanings. A sense that unseen change has been initiated, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. The Oracle's message: it's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. You may be someone who does not like change. Masculines can be very change resistant. Hopefully that's not you. Protection message. There are conditions brewing in your life you have no control over. Don't fight them. Change is inevitable and is for the best, for the higher good. Even if this storm blows away the structures you think you've built your dreams on, all will turn out as it should. You will have a renewed clarity and strength to do something even better. Spirit is your ally. This is definitely a have faith kind of message, even though it doesn't come out and say that. Anything else? All right, I'm going to pull a goddess card for you. It seems like you're seriously out of balance to me. So perhaps you need some goddess influence in your life. It's probably always there, but being more aware of it will help. So let's see what goddess wants to talk to you. Okay, we have a naked goddess, so I can't show this one to you. Venus. Venus is the Roman goddess of grace and love, called Aphrodite by the Greeks. She evolved from an early Italian nature goddess, a bringer of spring blooms and vines, a goddess of growth and the beauty of nature, the goddess of desire. Venus was the irresistible personification of both physical and spiritual love. She gave her name to the second planet of dawn and dusk, as did her sister goddesses Inanna from Sumeria and Ishtar from Babylonia. The story of Venus's birth tells how she arose naked from the sea, the source of all life, primordial creation, and a symbol of both the collective unconscious and eternity. It is a wonderful image for the emergence of a young woman into her full femininity. Venus is a striking affirmation of the love of beauty and the pleasure of the senses. Risen from the sea, she is a guide through both the stormy and calm waters of our physical desires and emotions. Okay, so the thing with hustle culture is that it is a form of mortification of the flesh, which is very much a patriarchal approach to life, but it also denies us a whole lot of the pleasure of life. So you may want to consider how you've been denying yourself many of the pleasures of life, perhaps unnecessarily. Or, if not unnecessarily, in a way that is making your life less than complete. And how is this really affecting you? So this is not, this is to say that you should become more whole, that you should include more of your life experience and allow yourself to have more life experience, including the emotions of love, especially, and spirituality. All right. I think I will leave it there. I am wishing you all the best, as always. Have a wonderful day.